Dodo from South Korea.
He's got that style there with him.
Oh.
You can see he's sporting there the Boston Red Sox, the gold emblem. He is definitely ready to rock.
Yeah, pretty cute, I think. So
and sometimes it's a little bit easier to go with some of the ground squads, such as Beaumont, where you can have that slow creep with your defense holding you and slowly moving the offense forward, as opposed to having to constantly push with the air division.
So here we are. This is the Losers Bracket final match. Game 1 here. We get the SadlyItsBradly전 represent the USA in the red side against the Dodo in the blue side represent South Korean here. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. And Sadly Bradley here is
Nichols again. He went to Nichols. I mean, that's one thing that I somewhat expected in the sense that he does love those flying groups, and he is playing somebody different today. So having said that, he's going to have his own strategy, and he's going to be able to see if it can work here against Dodo.
Yeah, and this is our new map, and they're raining.
Yeah, it's definitely a
Stunbird.
We have different weather here. It's something that we've never seen.
That's right. It's a much darker map. It's going to be a little bit harder to actually see all the units as in the case of some other maps where these can actually blend in. You know, sometimes you get a tank or you get a Jeep over next to a rock and you forget it's there. So they're going to have to make sure to keep their eyes open and pay attention to all their units at once.
So let's check it out. This tower of SadlyItsBradly전 is under attack right now.
Yeah, Dodo went right into an offensive with that tank right down the middle, and it's actually doing some work on that turret.
Yep. So SadlyItsBradly전 just focus on their Nichols here, but the plane's still empty right now.
It looks like we've already got the second tier unlocked for Nichols as well as Beaumont, so they're already trying to get those higher tiers. Definitely when you get to players that are this good, they're going to be trying to get those high units out, those heavy units out as fast as possible so they can actually overcome the other opponent. And as you can see right now, we've already got Bradley with that P38 available, unlocked. He's going to try to get that guy out there as soon as possible to prevent Dodo from actually getting any map superiority.
Yep. And when you just unlock all the weapons like that in the early game, the only thing you can do is just wait for the money, and then these are trying to get the crate, but the first crate still waiting. All right.
That's right. Bradley's being smart right there. He's got his artillery sitting back by his tower, so he's playing it pretty safe. But what that artillery is doing is it's keeping that infantry from moving forward in his lane.
Just push the land right now.
Here we can see anti-tank gun pulled by Dodo here.
Yeah, that anti-tank gun's going to have to get taken out by a P38. Now that Bradley sees it, you're definitely not going to see him throwing any actual heavy units or any units down that lane, because that would just be suicide for him. But oh, there you go. The P38 just got them taking out that ATG. That is certainly a crosshair for him when he sees one of those.
Yep. This land of the hill, it's
wow.
complicated of this.
You just saw the AA right there of Dodo coming out, trying to prevent him from shooting his actual units, but then it just got destroyed. As soon as Bradley sees an AA on the ground, he's going to try to target it and get rid of it. And the only way that you can actually compete against that is you're going to have to put fighters in the air. So we're going to have to see Dodo going to have to be putting some more fighters out there. Right now he's got 2, matching Sadly's 2, but that P38 is sitting there by himself hiding in the base.
Yep.
Wow, in this weather, it's really harder to see what's going on.
Absolutely.
The 38 will do a lot more damage, more than their normal aircraft there.
Yeah, and one thing some people that don't play, they might not know, is these normal aircraft are very good at killing the infantry.
Yep.
Whereas the normal aircraft do very, very little damage to the actual units, the tanks, the artillery. Where the P38 does so much damage on these actual artillery from the units themselves. Even some of the heavy units take 1 to 2 passes to kill them completely. There we see he's microing that P38 around, taking care, and as the tank, he's trying to trying to get that tank back to his base in an attempt to save some of his money.
It's needed to be destroyed. I think the way we control the playing in this game is pretty fun, you know?
Yeah.
And it's so hard, I think.
Yeah, I know, it's not something that's that easy to do, and you also have to be careful when you control the plane, because the way that you control the plane also, you know, tells it when it's supposed to move, and if you do it at the wrong time, you might move the plane and actually stop it from attacking when it's supposed to. So you have to be very, very careful about when you control it and how you control it.
Yeah, looks like the first trade has dropped, and the second one, SadlyItsBradly has already got by SadlyItsBradly.
You can see he's got a little bit more net worth on the table right now as far as units on the field compared to Dodo, and part of the reason of that is going to be simply because this P38 keeps destroying anything that he's bringing outside the base.
And their AA is coming. The AA is coming from Dodo Domes here. Have 2 anti-air trucks here, and also the SadlyItsBradly is just set 1 here. But P38 just destroyed in a short time.
He ended up getting a couple units down, but yeah, he did lose his P38 there. We're noticing on both sides, neither of them have fighters in the air right now, so it's going to be constantly a battle on the ground right now. Considering this is a small map, they have to be very, very careful, because if you forget about that ground attack, the game can be over very quickly.
But I think this map is most benefit for the infantry, the ground units here, I think, because wow, a lot of hills here, high grounds here.
Wow, this AA is
what?
SadlyItsBradly's got 2 of these tanks trying to help protect his base, but unfortunately they're not doing as good of a job, I think, as he wishes they would.
Yep, to waste the money of the AA.
All right, Sadly's got another P38 in the air right now because he'll be flying around trying to get rid of these tanks that are coming at him.
Here we go, this is the 5 minutes. Right now we can see the net worth of the Bradley is 145 here, and Dodo only got 50.
That's right. I think we're going to have to be seeing the Calliope's coming out here very soon for Global. Otherwise, he's not going to have much offense against Bradley's push, because what Bradley's trying to do is he's trying to clear the field with that P38 and slowly create these lane pushes.
But I think that Dodo should put the Calliope out as quick as possible, because the Calliope is still locking right now.
As you can see right now, that infantry is taking out his turrets. He doesn't have any units right there, but the infantry is doing a very, very quick job. If he had one Calliope out there, it would be able to shoot multiples to get most of his infantry.
As we can see, this is an artillery barrage. This is special attack. Oh, we want to destroy their anti-air of their home base here.
That's very, very interesting to see that. If he can destroy the anti-air of his actual competitor, he can just go right in there and attack the base with P38s.
Yes, definitely.
I'm not sure how efficient that is, but it's certainly something that Doldo is not going to want to have happen. He certainly wants his base to be secured.
Yep. If you just do it again with the SadlyItsBradly special attack, also the Dodo should set a lot more anti-air in the base. Or otherwise, that your SadlyItsBradly can use the plane, can attack this home base directly.
Well, here we are 7 minutes in, and as you can see, Bradley has been doing very, very well on the pushes. He's got that entire left ridge that we're looking at right there completely being pushed. And the only thing that Doldo can do right now is sit in his base and try to prevent this rush on each side. And like we said before, he does need to unlock that high tier to be able to push forward, but he's just being stuck, bombarded non-stop.
But look at the position here. They're staying together. Maybe there will be our next special attack and destroy everything here.
That's possible. That P38 is coming in really, really hot, and it can just, like I said, destroy those AA without a problem. So not only does he have to sit there and keep creating fighters, but not only he has to keep controlling them. So, and it's very, very difficult at this point because Bradley's got so many troops coming in, and without those towers on the one side, the troops have nothing to stop them.
Yo, once again, let's see. Wow,
where is it this time?
That's what I'm talking about. Wow, that's what I'm talking about.
Just destroyed the base, just destroyed everything inside the base. Wow, Doldo is not going to be happy about that. He's going to have to do something drastic if he wants to stay in the game.
It's been most difficult right now because Doldo, everything's been under attack and being destroyed by the special attacks here. Wow.
It's not looking too good, but he does have an opportunity to come back. But what he's going to have to do is he's going to have to get his troops together, create some kind of a defense.
So this is kind of problem. You can see the Bradley Sadly got 5 infantry trucks here, and the Dodo only got 0 because it's been destroyed. Right, anti-air gun is wow. He cannot do a lot of damage off the infantry here.
The command center is already taking damage.
Wow, being under attack.
Finally taking some damage right there, and it does not look good for him right now. He was not able to unlock his last tier, and that is the most important thing for Beaumont right here.
Oh, you can see that 2 P38s here destroyed the tank.
That P38 is just insane. People can underestimate some of its power sometimes. It is a fierce, fierce fighter, and when it is by itself, if you don't have something to combat it, it can walk around and literally destroy everything on the map.
Yes, so this is the most important thing. It seems the game will go faster than yesterday a lot.
That's right, and here you say he's got that ATG is going to get blown up again because every time Bradley sees it sitting there.
No, once again.
And of course, directly to the base here.
So he's still got a few infantry here and 3 tanks, 4 tanks here.
One thing I've actually noticed is Doldo was putting that ATG out there, and Bradley's not actually sending units. The ATG, as we talked about before, is not very good at killing the infantry. And by spending that money right there, he wasn't able to actually capitalize on stopping the push, and unfortunately lost all that money because of the missile barrage.
So it's the biggest problem. So this is the aircraft and defend this gate because
he's bringing the P-38 into Dolbo's base.
But this is the anti-airs here.
SadlyItsBradly's got his anti-air right outside of Dolbo's base to make it so that he can't do anything to stop this P-38 push attack. Unfortunately, I do not see a possible way for him to get out of there unless he had some Calliopes, but he just has so much pressure right now, he's not able to unlock it. And the way this game works, if you sit and wait too long with your money, I mean, he just has no time. I mean, within 1 minute, Bradley's going to come in there and overtake the base, so he has no time to unlock this last tier, and that is exactly what Bradley wanted to do.
And without the crate here, and actually, Dodo cannot get the extra money more. You can just get the basic money, $1 per second. Wow, that's pretty slow for now. But But their SadlyItsBradly attack pushed so hard right now.
Yeah, you can see SadlyItsBradly, he's kind of just letting his troops do their work, and he's slowly adding these tanks and these artillery down the lines. But his main concern is just completely controlling this P-38 and watching the field.
Once again, it's been taken a half of the home base.
Oh my god.
Wow, it's gonna be destroyed.
Yeah, this is one of the times in the game that can be quite frustrating as a player when you're looking and you're seeing all the guys coming in at your base.
Oh my god, there's
not
so
much
many
you can do right now, and it looks like this one's going to be going to SadlyItsBradly.
This is the final one, 11 minutes. Congratulations to SadlyItsBradly here. Wow, 11 minutes to finish this job, to finish this Dodo here. Wow, pretty fast here.
As you can tell, it's much faster than yesterday's game.
Surprisingly.
Well, but this is the first game. Still the second game and the third games here. So here we got SadlyItsBradly in the red side. Got the SadlyItsBradly are still the Nickels here, and the Dodo still bombers here.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. As you saw, I mean, Nickels is definitely Bradley's strongest. I guess division, so we're going to be seeing him use that if he wants to stay in the match right now and do his best. Doldo is obviously going to be Beaumont, as he always has been so far in this tournament, and because of that, you're going to want to see him do a slow push. Bradley, once again, is going to try to control that field of the P-38.
Well, you can see the infantry trucks here just stay a little bit.
Yeah, and that's actually
in front of the gate.
A great thing to see is, so with this map is unlike any other map. It's one of the large, it looks like that was a little bit of a bug there. I don't think the guys were supposed to do that, but when you're seeing this map right here, you'll notice the side that Bradley's putting these troop trucks on is not actually in his base. Each base has a little spot to the side of it where it has extra towers. So you can choose to use that area if you'd like to. And by doing that, he's now creating a bigger push in that lane.
Wow, this is so different from the other maps.
Yeah, this map certainly has different strategies that you can do. You can choose, like I said, to go down the lane just like normal, but if you use that extra area, it certainly makes it easier for using troop trucks.
Yep. So this is a professional player. Each map have a single or a more strategy they want.
I mean, you definitely don't want to lose those towers. You want to make full use of it.
Yep.
That's right. These towers are kind of the one defense that makes it seem difficult to get in. The moment the towers disappear, it makes you feel very, very vulnerable.
And it looks like here SadlyItsBradly got the first crate.
Yeah, Bradley take all over control of these crates.
And that crate actually just came right in front of his base, so I don't really see there was a chance for Doldo to get that, and that is just kind of a random luck moment right there, and obviously Bradley's going to have to do the same thing if it landed on the other side.
Yep.
Yeah. As we can see, both sides put out 3 troop trucks.
Yeah, and right now, at this kind of level, what you need to do is you need to be paying attention to how many troop trucks your enemy puts down. That way you can actually match it. You want to try to put down as many troop trucks as they have. Otherwise, you're going to see that lane get pushed in their favor.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think this is the second game. The second game, I think the Dodo should just unlock the Clarity as fast as possible. Because the last game he never unlocked the Clarities there, so he lost a lot of advantage of his unit.
And you're completely right about that. In this map, I don't think the Dodo's going to have a problem getting that last tier unlocked, simply because this is such a large map. He's going to have a lot more time to actually get prepared.
Yep.
Even saying that, though, Bradley's going to have a little bit more difficulty keeping track of the entire map, because as we said, once you get more units out there, it's much more difficult to control them all. One thing I can say, though, is being Nichols and that P-38, it is so fast and so destructive, he can much more quicker get around and destroy those units, as opposed to when he was Ritter before, using those Herschels, he had to shoot one at a time, one plane at a time, and it was very, very difficult to combat his opponent. I think he's going to be having a much better experience here with the P-38.
Yeah, I mean, his damage is so good.
Oh, he's going in the base right there. He just lost the P-38, but he's going in the base to actually take out some of Doldol's units within the base. So you can tell he's being a little silly right there. He's not playing super defensive. And he might be feeling pretty strong. So we're going to see what he's going to do next.
I think the behavior maybe it's a dangerous behavior.
Yeah, at this level right now, every single unit is very, very important, especially your higher tier units, such as the P-38 or the Calliopes.
Yep, this is anti-airs here with the infantry.
Oh,
what do you want to do? Right? Well.
Sadly, it's Bradley is going to be using that missile barrage to...
This is 4 minutes. 4 minutes to use the special attacks here. What? He destroyed? Oh, this is anti-airs here.
Like, yeah, the anti-air went down. Unfortunately, he did not get any of the troop trucks.
Yeah, don't move the troop trucks very quickly.
Yep. So I think Bradley wanted to change the side, use the airplanes there, so he decided to destroy all the anti-air of this side.
Yeah, he's very, very smart about that. He knows what he needs to do early on in the game to make it so the end of the game is easier for him. So right now, he's just kind of preparing himself. And as you see over there, we've got SadlyItsBradly's actually making a push over here on this other turret side. And he's actually going to be successful unless Doldol makes a response with some units. He's going to be able to take out that turret. And it looks like he is. He's bringing an artillery over there now. Oh, wow. And as you see right there, we've got 3 AA inside the base of Doldol. And although that is very smart for him to do, he needs to protect his base. He needs to protect his units. He also needs to make sure that all of his units are doing something. He needs to make sure that his money is being used. Otherwise, Bradley's going to be taking the same.
And I think he should just flee all the ways of that, because this is a special attack. When the special attack coming, and make sure it will lose a few things of that.
All right, you can see us just bring this P-38 in there, trying to do what he can. And he's actually lost one of the artillery already on that side, so he's going to have a little bit more space to the ground than normal.
4 troop trucks. SadlyItsBradly got 6. So more about infantry this time. SadlyItsBradly is pretty smart here because this is a large map, so he just focused on the ground this time. Compared to last game, it was more ground units here.
Well, as you can see right there, he's got Doldol has so many units inside of his base. And
it's waiting for the special attack.
Yes. I can see right now, Bradley's actually got map control in the middle right now. You can see he's got his tank up on that large hill. And by doing that, he's kind of just telling Doldol, hey, look at me, I'm taking over the map. And unfortunately, every time Doldol brings a unit out to try to stop him, Bradley's there with that P-38. So exactly what he needs to do, he's bringing out all these guys at once, but he needs to be careful. If he puts them in a line like you see right there, Bradley can come in one strafing shot and shoot several of those. He needs to make sure he spreads them out and doesn't keep them in an exact straight line.
Exactly, look at these towers here. It's gonna be taken down. Well.
Yep, and there goes the tower for Doldol right there, because Bradley brought over one of the artillery.
Yep.
And here we see Doldol trying to make a break on this tower over here. He's got 5 tanks going at it at once.
Wow.
And unless he brings a P-38 over there, he's going to be able to do that, yes.
You want to take their tower in the early game as much as possible, because this is good for the middle game or the late game when the game goes on.
Right, and one thing you'll see, actually, they're actually going towards the towers that are not for the base. So this is still not something that you have to do. He could choose to go down the other lane, but what he wants right now is he wants to take out these towers because he wants to make sure that Bradley and the same Doldol does not have this extra area where they can put these troop trucks and push down that lane.
So here is the second tower of the Doldol has been taken down. Right here we can see the net worth here. We can see totally event right now. 170 65.
Yeah, wow, that's not something we've seen all the time. But yeah, we got about an even network on the actual map right now. The difference is Bradley's so spread out, whereas we've got Dol is keeping his units all together. He's got that AAA there with 3 of his tanks. And of course, Bradley comes in with that P38 and just annihilates some of those tanks, while the AA is not in the right position.
I think it's pretty smart of the SadlyItsBradly's here because he uses basic tanks to absorb the fire here. You have to send a tank here to defense, but I have a P38 here. When you just come to defense my units, I will use the P38 to destroy your tank.
Exactly. And that AA that he's got there, as Dol is trying to get around with his unit pack, he's bringing the AA with him, but Bradley's watching it very, very closely, and anytime it's not in the right position, he's coming in, shooting, and taking off without getting shot at all.
Yes, look at the troop trucks here, have to pull it back to the base right now, and this is an anti-air. Besides, once again, well, he had to move fast. Look at the hand of the
There he goes.
Yeah.
Oh, man, and he just lost definitely an ATG right there and a few other things.
Wow.
It is definitely a worthwhile shot for Bradley right there. The impressive thing that we're seeing is Bradley has been able to maintain constant pushing and coverage on all of Beaumont's. Every time he puts an ATG out there, he's taking care of it. So he's unable to actually create this defense that Beaumont is so good at. Once you get several ATGs up, once you start getting Calliope out there, it's very, very difficult to stop that.
Yes.
But because SadlyItsBradly's got such control of his P38, he's not able to actually do anything.
Well, looks like SadlyItsBradly is about to take this other base.
Yes. The other tower has been under attack. We will take for free right now. I think this is artillery. It's a long range units here. Right, this tank feel lonely. Very lonely.
Dolo's going to have to sit there and change his strategy a little bit. He is certainly a good enough player to overcome in any situation, so we can't count him out just yet. We've got a lot of gameplay here left in this one.
Yes.
Although, what you've noticed, I still do not see Bradley going for that last tier. He hasn't even just yet, and I have not seen a Calliope on the field at any time.
Yeah, but this time, this is a fourth tower here has been destroyed, so this land will be open right now. Wow, look at that. This is troop trucks here want to make a camp here.
Oh my god, that's...
this is pretty hard.
SadlyItsBradly is now moving his troop trucks into Dol's area, and there's nothing that Dol can do other than do a missile barrage at this point in time. Every time he brings a unit out of his base, he's going to get shot by that P38.
Yeah. Well, that's a little bit hard for the Dol right now. I see the network here has been triple. Whoa, no, over triple here.
Oh, we're seeing that
Only
other base
72.
attack coming in. They're getting close on that right side.
A great for Dol.
Oh, that one looks like SadlyItsBradly got that money right there, right?
Yesterday, this is sound from SadlyItsBradly once again.
Anytime he gets a crate, when he gets that extra money, he just counts it as an extra gift to send over that missile barrage over there to Dol. And unfortunately, he's just not able to get out of his base. He's been there kind of since the beginning.
Yes.
Already 2 lanes from SadlyItsBradly already pushed to his home base.
All right, once again, there are 2 towers under attack right now. I think that 2 tower will be taken down.
Dol finally got that Calliope out there, but it might be just a little bit too late for that to actually be effective.
But P38, look at the damage of that.
Yeah, P38 came through with 1 swipe and got it down to almost 10%. The second swipe, it's out of the game.
Once again, keep attacking that special attack. This artillery barrage here, right directly to the home base right now. Destroy everything you just coming out.
Yeah, it looks like he was attempting to shoot anything that was coming out of the base, but nothing was coming out, so it was kind of just a missile barrage on the base itself. And now he's inside the doors. There's no more towers, and this is not looking good.
Yeah, I think this is it.
2 lands, all the lands been destroyed, and this is only a base here. Wow, this is 3 and 2. And 1 here. Congratulations to SadlyItsBradly.
I ain't happy about
Very hard fought for Dol.
And this is the time, the Dol versus Bradley again.
Yeah, congratulations again to SadlyItsBradly. Now he is guaranteed 2nd place.
Oh, look at the face of that. Well, he tried his best of that, but SadlyItsBradly is pretty strong player of that.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's a very, very hard player to fight against, but more than anything, he's a great guy. So to be with both those competitors on stage is certainly a great thing to see.
Yeah, definitely.
대마시안 샵이 크리에이터를 지원합니다. shop.대마시안.com